CCTV catches scammers panic. Some scams repeatedly happen because the people behind them are professionals. These scammers know what they're doing and do it so well that they've built an enterprise on it.
Thank you for reaching Amazon. It's Adam here. How can I help you?
Unfortunately, this person would not be scammed. Their first attempt, a social security cam, fell through, so they shifted to another tactic, an Amazon refund scam.
They are trying to misuse your Amazon and making these orders without your permission, right?
Right, I never did that.
I will simply help you to cancel this order and also refund back you the amount if it has been charged to you. Will that be okay?
The scammer doesn't expect to be dealing with someone ready to take them on. Not only do they know the scam is going on, but the CCTV cameras have been hacked into. He uses his footage to scare the scammers on the other end, causing the camera to get yanked down and the computers reset. This causes them to not only likely lose plenty of progress and likely information as well, but it's better safe than sorry, and these scammers quickly know they've been caught in the worst kind of way. Police pursue insurance scam. This police interaction escalated quickly as the video started with the officer smashing the door into the driver's car.
Think about it for 2 seconds. You jump out of a car with me and my cruiser, my car stop. Brilliant. Close your door and wait.
You just hit me.
An unknown driver claims the person filming caused him to smash his car due to reckless behavior, and the officer is clearly upset as he deals with the driver.
Honestly, I don't give a shit what surveillance you're doing. This is a motor vehicle stop. I don't care if you ran a red light. I don't care what you did. It doesn't give you the right to do it. He's claiming you hit his car.
Remaining calm, the driver explained he followed all traffic laws and did nothing wrong.
Okay?
I did not hit his car.
Well, that's not my problem.
I have a dash cam.
Okay, that's great. You don't jump out of a car when you're on a car stop. It's an easy way to wind up dead, buddy.
A second officer comes through, asking more or less the same questions.
How you doing?
Very good.
Good. It was my area where this happened. So I'm the officer. What happened?
When the story doesn't change, the dashcam footage saves the day.
I was following all traffic laws, and then all of a sudden this guy was road raging on me.
All right.
Showing that he didn't do it in the first place and the aggressive behavior on the police's part was uncalled for.
This was the intersection where he claimed I hit him. Did you see me hit anyone?
Scammer caught in luxury apartment. Most people imagine scammers working inside their little cubicle or behind a desk in a dark room. But how about a luxury apartment? The scammer works a common scam, hacking into bank accounts and preying on people's emotions by saying a massive amount has been refunded to their bank in error and that they'll lose their job if not refunded. They usually prey on people virtually, but this scammer made the mistake of asking for the refund back in cash, mailed to an apartment. They approach the scammer in question, knowing exactly what he's done, and he refuses to give them any information.
Fine? Of course fine. So is the British gonna give me? Are you f***ing scamming people? Are you f***ing scamming elderly people?
No, sir.
Yes, you are.
No.
What are you looking for here? Waiting for package.
Huh?
What are you looking for here?
No, it is no.
Huh?
No.
Hey, what do you mean no? Don't tell me no.
No.
Unfortunately for him, they already have all the incriminating information they need.
We already know about. We know who you're. We know everything about you, and we know exactly what you're doing.
Eventually, they corner him, and he gives them the rest of the info, including the background scam they're running through his employer and the fact that despite him running the scam directly, he supposedly makes very little on it.
Come on, how much you getting by picking up these packages and sending to your boss?
Yeah, I sent this package to someone.
Who?
That is in India.
Yeah. So you take the package here and you send it to India, right? Laundering it overseas.
Yeah.
Truth is, these types of scams usually go after vulnerable people, like the elderly, who don't have the means to stop it.
Do you realize how many people are being stolen from? Grandmothers, students, people that are being.
I don't know, sir, because I am just.
I mean, where do you think the money comes from? They're not shitting it out of their ass.
Thankfully, this was a reversal and they caught the guy, but that doesn't mean it happens this way every time. Dashcam saves the day. Often traffic accidents are hard to parse out. Everyone gives a different side of the story and no one wants to admit fault. In this case, they were saved by proactive action in the form of a dashcam running. As the driver makes their way down the road, the person in front of them backs up slowly, hitting the driver. They're clearly looking to say that the driver rammed into them instead of the other way around. As the driver climbs out of his car, he inspects his vehicle and the scammer slowly gets out of their car. The scammer is hamming it up, ready to blame the driver for the accident. About midway through the interaction, the scammer climbs back into his car to retrieve his information and the driver does the same. The scammer becomes irate and the two of them make their way off the middle of the road. The driver explains in the description that the police who later showed up were ready to take the scammer's side before being shown the dashcam video. In response, he laughed, realizing he was fed a story, took a copy of the video, and created a new file on the scammer in question. Insurance scammer caught. It's not easy to catch an insurance scammer in the act, but when you do, they're often obvious about it. The man in the vehicle has a dashcam, catching the moment as the scammer revs up to hit the man. As the car in front isn't moving, the car behind him backs up and crashes his car.
The fucking stupid fucking retard, cunt. You fucking kidding me?
Quickly, the driver stops his conversation getting out of the car, clearly irate as he now has to deal with this situation. The scammer tries to claim that the driver reversed into him, to which the driver then explains that he didn't and he also has cameras recording the interaction.
You reversed. You reversed? No, you reversed it. You reversed it. That's not reverse, but you reversed it, mate. I saw that. Watch the camera.
The interaction becomes hostile right before the footage cuts off, though it does seem that the scammer realizes just how wrong he is and how he won't be able to get anything up on this driver. DoorDash delivery scam. Food delivery services are always a little sketchy to work with. Will the food show up? Luckily, in the last few years, some protections have shown up to keep the driver and the purchaser safe. In the case of this clip, the purchaser claimed that the food never arrived, meaning the dasher stole the food or delivered it to the wrong address. This, if accepted, would refund the purchaser their price and often ban the driver from the platform in one way or another. Even just for a short period, this ban could result in significant loss of revenue for the driver, which many do rely on this as a secondary or even primary source of income.
I just got a message that said that you said I did not deliver your food. I'm pretty sure DoorDash won't just send me that message. And I get it. You probably want a credit or something like that, but you put my job at jeopardy.
The driver confronts the woman, asking why she marked the food as undelivered, explaining that this would risk his job.
And how I know it is because this is the only delivery I just did. I just dropped my kids off at karate practice and did this one delivery. And they said the exact time the customer said they did not receive their order. I handed you your order in your hand.
As a means of covering himself, the driver asked the woman to tell the clip, as he's recording, that she did, in fact, receive the food directly from his hand. The clip ends as she tells him that she received the food, and he feels satisfied by the footage.
You received it out of my hand, right or wrong?
Did I receive it?
Yes. Huh? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Scammer on the doorstep. Sometimes scammers are closer to home than one might be comfortable with. This clip is short, but one aggressive woman comes up to the others, banging loudly on the door. Eventually, the homeowner answers, but only after the scammer begins knocking on the door loudly. She claims that the owner's dog bit her dog and now has to go to the vet, and the woman asks what kind of dog she has.
Hello?
Hi, do you have a dog?
Yes?
Okay, your dog bit my dog last night. I have to go to the vet for it because you fucked up his leg, so do you want to come out here and talk to me?
The scammer answers in a very vague, a brown one, hoping to be vague enough to get their dog's description.
What kind of dog do I have?
I don't know, a brown one?
No, I have a white toy Maltese.
It might have worked, of course, except the woman doesn't have a brown dog. She has a white dog, and thus it couldn't have been her dog in the attack. She tells the woman to get off her porch, and the woman seems to want to argue back, but the video cuts shortly after, seemingly ending the interaction altogether.
So get the off my porch.
Real estate scammers. The thought of being scammed from your own house is terrifying. This man approaches a house seemingly thinking that it's empty. Despite there being no signs out front, the man claims he believed the house was for sale.
Yeah, what you need? I expect somebody to stay here. I thought the house was for sale.
The owner quickly says it isn't because the house isn't for sale.
No. Yeah, we not selling the house. Not selling the house no more?
Their neighbor's house is for sale, though, and the person in front of the house seems a bit confused.
You mean the house next door, right?
He walks off slowly, looking around. This behavior is clearly meant to target and scope out the house itself. The poster explains that he was trying to see if anyone was home to break into the place. He came back later in the day to try and break in, though it wasn't caught on camera. While some people aren't sure whether to get a camera like this for their own home, without this protection, they likely would have been break-in victims. Scammer forgets fake identity. Luckily, sometimes scammers make mistakes. No one's perfect, especially not when high-stakes situations arrive. This woman recognized a scammer from previous interactions, but the person who committed the fraud before didn't use the same fake identity. This bank teller recognized it immediately, called the authorities, and reported the incident quickly. She explained she wasn't having the interaction, but acknowledged the scammer and took quick action.
Yeah, is she here in a car?
I don't know if she's here in a car, but she went to another branch, and then they called here and said that they were coming here.
Okay.
My manager, who's over Brevard and Volusia County, said that there's a warrant out for her arrest for a person named Vying from Brevard County. He sent me the detective's name, and he's working on her case.
Okay.
The officer approaches the scammer, asking for identification and demonstrating there is a warrant out in the county for her.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine. What's your name?
I'm sorry?
What's your name? Christine what?
Tyler?
Christine Tyler? Okay.
Siler.
Do you have Siler? Do you have ID with you?
She does. Yep.
Can I?
From the teller line.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Some information, you might have a warrant out of Brevard County. Yeah, so we're just going to confirm that real quick, and then we'll let you know, okay? Yeah.
She acts shocked, but there's very little she can do as she's been backed into a corner by this interaction. She sits there, is eventually arrested by officers, and tries her best to get out of it. She explains her behavior is to help support and help her full-grown kids.
I want to help my kids, basically.
You want to help your kids?
That's the biggest thing.
How many kids you got? You got 4
well,
kids?
I have 3. My daughter passed away 3 years ago.
Okay. Do you have custody of your kids?
They're all in their 20s.
Oh, they're all in their 20s. Okay, so are you still having to support them?
No, I said help them.
Oh, to help them.
She has a few past instances between traffic and drug charges and was currently on bond. It's unclear how much of this was true, though she was later reclassified and rearrested for organized fraud crimes after an investigation was launched. Before the last clip, since you watched until this point, why don't you consider subscribing to the channel? We upload 2 new creepy, disturbing, and downright scary videos every week, so make sure to stay up to date with our latest releases by getting those post notifications. If you enjoyed this one, we have plenty more for you on the channel, so you won't want to miss a single one. Disneyland scammers caught. Imagine you just want to take your family to the happiest place on earth. You have your bags packed, your vacation set, and you're ready to go. Everything is perfect, except when you get out there, your slightly discounted tickets are forged. There's no entry granted, and you're out of luck. This tourist trap type scam preys on the desperate and the frugal, promising something for a great deal only to have the rug pulled out when you cash in. Luckily, this cameraman knew better, but only because this scammer tried to hit the same poor soul up twice.
Actually, bro, we bought some off of you the other day.
Where?
Out in San Diego, and you scammed us, so...
Who?
You did, actually, so... I mean, you can either do
PayPal?
it... No, you handed it right to my girlfriend, right from my SUV, so, I mean...
Thinking he'd get a good payday, he tries to scam people he already scammed before, and he has the rug pulled out from under him.
We can do it the easy way, you give my money back.
I give your money back.
Or I can get the cops involved, because I already have it on fraud.
The scammer quickly backtracks, realizing he's caught and his would-be victim is recording.
I'm sorry.
And I got you on camera, bro.
How much owe you?
Like, it was $250, but...
He offers to send the money via PayPal, but the person recording refuses.
One night, that's 200?
Yeah, it's like 200.
All right, so I owe you 50 more?
Yeah.
You want to come in?
Yeah, we'll go in.
The two of them go into the gas station to get cash from the ATM to make money back on the last time he scammed him.